The undaunted Dharmadas. Dharmadas was a sentry who guarded the palace gate. He seemed to be most dutiful and alert. One day it occurred to the Raja that the poor sentry must be feeling quite tired checking the stream of visitors to the palace. I will post a second sentry here. That should put you at ease, the Raja informed Dharmadas. It is not at all necessary, my lord. I am sufficiently capable of managing the work, Dharmadas said with some anxiety. But even then the kind Raja appointed a second sentry at the gate. The cause of Dharmadas's anxiety was rooted in his dealing with the visitors. Under some pretext or the other, he stopped many of them at the gate or created some hurdle on their way to meeting the king. But as soon as a visitor gave him a tip, he made everything smooth. The new sentry did not approve of this habit of Dharmadas. I will report your corruption to the king, he threatened. Corruption? I had never heard the word. Is it not you who demand money from the visitors? Dharmadas shouted at his colleague. The new sentry was taken aback. Just then some gentlemen were crossing the gate. Dharmadas stopped them and asked, Tell me, gentlemen, you have been seeing me here for the last 20 years. Have I ever demanded any bribe from you? Please speak out if I have. Each of those gentlemen had been obliged to pay bribe to Dharmadas on some occasion or the other. But looking at the small crowd around them, nobody was willing to confess that. They said in one voice, Oh, who does not know that Dharmadas is as honest as a saint? The new sentry stood stunned. Now it was Dharmadas's turn to threaten him, saying, I am going to tell the Raja that you were trying to extract money from me. His colleague, being new to Raja's service, was sufficiently terrified to give Dharmadas a fifth of the monthly salary he had received that day. That was not enough. Dharmadas extracted a similar amount from him every month. But the new sentry's wife was too smart to allow Dharmadas to bully her husband. She straight went to the Raja and requested him to find out of what happened to a fifth of her husband's salary month after month. The Raja summoned the new sentry and soon found out the truth. Annoyed with Dharmadas, he transferred him to another post. Now it was Dharmadas's duty to ring the bell to mark the beginning and end of the daily work in the various offices of the king. To indicate that a day's work was over, Dharmadas was required to ring the bell at the sunset. But soon several employees requested him to ring the bell before the sunset so that they could go home early. Accordingly, Dharmadas rang the bell an hour early every day and received regular tips from them. 6 months passed. One day the bell rang while the Raja was taking a walk in the garden. He observed that the sun was an hour away from touching the horizon. The Raja could instantly guess the situation. He appointed another man for ringing the bell. However, he did not want to deprive Dharmadas of his livelihood. He decided to put him in the household of his general, where under a strict master he shall learn to behave. Appointed as a servant to the general, Dharmadas worked humbly and dutifully for the first few days. But one afternoon, as he was pruning the plants in the garden, he heard a scream coming from the inner apartment of the house. He tiptoed to the window and saw the general's wife shouting at her husband, heaping abuses on him. The general, who was feared by all, was conducting himself before her like a lamb before a wolf. As the amused Dharmadas looked on, the furious lady hit the general in the face with a toy. The general looked doubly pale when he saw Dharmadas prying into the house. He went out into the garden at once and whispered to the new servant, Don't you ever speak a word about our quarrel to anybody. I will not, sir. But if the Raja asks me how things are going on in his brave general's house, I have to speak the truth even if it were unpleasant for me to do so, replied Dharmadas cunningly. No, you must not speak a word about it even to the Raja, said the general as he pushed a coin into Dharmadas's palm. As you wish, my master, said Dharmadas with a show of humility. Thereafter, Dharmadas received a small reward whenever the general was humiliated by his wife. Although Dharmadas did not say a word about it to anybody else, he could not check himself from boasting before his wife, telling her how the general of the kingdom was afraid of him. Dharmadas' wife soon passed on this bit of interesting news to some of her dear friends. In a few days, it became the most sensational gossip in the town. At last, it reached the ears of the Raja. The Raja was not at all happy to hear such humiliating stories about his general. It did not take him long to find out who had spread the scandal. This time he dismissed Dharmadas from the royal service. But Dharmadas did not despair. He collected 4 unemployed youths of the town and formed a team of reporters. It was the duty of these youths to roam about in the towns and to inform Dharmadas if they saw or heard anything unusual. Each youth was entrusted with a particular area of the town. A month later, on a festive day, the Raja lost his diamond ring. That was his most precious possession, a gift from the emperor. His servants searched for it everywhere, but it could not be traced. Someone then said, "Maybe Dharmadas would be able to give us a clue." The Raja summoned Dharmadas and asked him if he could help in finding out the lost ring. "All I can do is to tell you if there was anything unusual on the day you lost your ring. My lord, your pet elephant was found tied to a tree in a narrow lane and your mahout rushing towards his home. His wife was heard giving out a cry of joy and saying, 'A dozen silk saris for me, no less.' 'I have nothing more to report, my lord,' said Dharmadas. It was not at all natural for the elephant on which the Raja sat to be tied to a tree in a lane. The king called his mahout and in a stern voice asked, 'Where is the diamond ring?' The Raja was only beating in the bush, but the mahout trembled with fear. Escorted by police, he went home and fetched the ring. It turned out that while the Raja was descending from the elephant before the festival ground, the ring had slipped off his finger. The mahout had picked it up and had rushed home with the elephant to deposit it with his wife. He had been back near the festival by the time the Raja was to come out. The Raja felt that he should not be deprived of Dharmadas's services. He absorbed him and his team of 4 in the detective section of his police force. Please like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Do provide your feedback in the comment section below. Thanks for listening.